I'm Bill Winterberg at the 2019 National LINC conference. I'm here in the Innovation Alley where you see things like Pepper the Robot, a hologram, as well as augmented reality goggles. Now that's very future-forward thinking technology. Right downstairs is the Veo Village, where I found 3 solutions that really stick out in my mind that have the potential to change the advisory business with great technology right now.
Our coverage is brought to you by Tamarack, one of the most comprehensive, open, and modular technology platforms for RIAs. Tamarack provides award-winning portfolio management, reporting, rebalancing, trading, data aggregation, and client portal with an integrated CRM and access to Envestnet's model marketplace. Learn more about the Tamarack platform today by visiting fppad.com/Tamarack and schedule a personal demonstration.
I'm in the Veo Village at the 2019 National LINC conference. Now, I gotta be honest, with over 80 vendors that are exhibiting here in Veo Village, it's overwhelming for me. I spent 48 hours talking to dozens of providers. A few of them have stood out, but I feel for you. It's pretty tough to figure out who is really providing some solutions that are really good for your business. But without further ado, I want to highlight some of those solutions that really stood out. That first one comes from the Black Diamond Wealth Platform. Now they're calling it BD3, that's the new update with the Black Diamond Wealth Platform. And what really impressed me is the client login into their portal and their ability to see a timeline. So Black Diamond populates some standard rebalancing activity, transaction activity in the timeline, but that timeline, it's like a Facebook timeline that we are all accustomed to in our social media profiles. The advisor can push updates, they can push notifications, they can push discussions out to that timeline, and if the client has installed the branded mobile app on their favorite mobile device, the client can receive and subscribe to notifications. So they can see, oh, you have an alert in your timeline app, see the update from your advisor. They can use the app, go to the timeline, and quickly and succinctly see the things that the advisor is doing for the benefit of the client. It's not always about portfolio management, even though that's very important for clients and their experience, but they're also able to see the financial planning actions and the advice actions that the advisor is taking. They can see that all consolidated in the timeline. Definitely a piece of technology and an interface that gathered my attention and was something I think you should know about. Okay, so the next solution that is on my list comes from ATA Risk Station. So ATA Risk Station is a portfolio stress testing software, and so advisors can run a variety of scenarios with decreases of 10 to 20% in the price of oil or a 20% correction in the S&P 500. But on the flip side, you can see how a portfolio reacts when you have a 10% increase in the S&P 500. That allows the advisor and the client to talk about what is your downside risk when you see a shock to the S&P. But if you want to reduce that loss, well, what does it mean on the upside? So ATA Risk Station can illustrate that quickly and succinctly. But really, what really stood out for me was the dashboard. And so in all these scenarios, there are some limits that the advisor can set to say, when the portfolio is forecasted to get really close to this loss level, we want to get into this yellow alert territory, or if they cross that level, they get into red alert territory. So those portfolios that are all within the green, the advisor instantly knows that everything is operating as expected. But the real value is those yellow alerts and those red alerts that when we see volatility in the market, advisors are using the ATA Risk Station dashboard to see, who do I need to call first? Who is at risk of maybe panicking because they're getting really close to those risk limits and those loss limits that they talked about in meetings years before. Really, really clever implementation, and I really liked how quickly and efficiently advisors can use that dashboard to evaluate risk, evaluate downside as well as upside, and have meaningful conversations with clients about risk. So definitely a great approach that I saw here from ATA Risk Station. And the final solution that caught my attention is a program called GreyTwist. Now, GreyTwist is a data governance platform. What that means is it helps you manage the security and personal information that you as an advisor maintain about all of your clients. But it also helps you organize and manage the permissions and credentials of your employees. Employees have access to all sorts of personally identifiable information that clients give you so you can do your work. How do you monitor that? How do you maintain it? How do you know even what you have and where it is? And so Great Twist collects that information and allows you to perform some basic employee permission management. So for large firms, this is great, where you can provision access to certain things, but you can also revoke permissions if that employee terminates. It gives you a centralized place to take that out of your solutions. It also collects the security documents from your vendors and then normalizes all the terms and conditions from those documents in one place. So if you're ever under an audit and you're asked about the security of the vendors that you use, Great Twist exists. So you have one place to maintain and monitor all of that documentation. And certainly, I hope it never happens to you, but if you do have a security incident, this is one thing that Great Twist can help you with, where you have incident response documentation. So if you have a lost laptop or you have a copy and paste error of client information, you can follow the incident information from Great Twist to notify clients promptly and in compliant fashions, and you can also notify vendors. Even if vendors have a security incident, again, Great Twist is helping you with the process and protocol to manage the security incident, manage the notification. I don't know about you, but a lot of RIAs, I think, haven't thought about all the processes involved with maintaining confidentiality of personally identifiable information, nor thought about the protocols if security incidents do happen to your firm. So those are the three solutions that really stood out for me here in the Veo Village. There's so much to take in. I feel a little overwhelmed, but I've got confidence with these three. They cover a wide spectrum of technology trends that I know you will definitely add to your radar and monitor as your business grows throughout 2019. I hope you found that this was useful. If it was, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the UpIHAD YouTube channel. From San Diego and the 2019 National LINC Conference, I'm Bill Winterberg.